Let me get some clarity. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Come on in. How y'all feel this morning? Get on in here. Did you hear me? I say, come on in. Gather around the table. Yeah. And I set these things up and did all this stuff. You got to come on in. Might as well. Did you hear me? Come on in as I drink my sorrel. I got to shine forth this right here to let everybody know this is what I'm drinking in my glass. You feel? Hey, this is some good sorrel right here. Google it for yourself. Sorrel benefits. Google that for yourself so that way you'll understand the assignment that I'm not behind the scene over here calling myself getting drunk. It ain't gonna happen. I don't drink. Sorrel benefits.
According to PhillyOrchards.org, sorrel is a nutritional powerhouse, providing significant amounts of important micronutrients, including vitamin A, a fat-soluble vitamin that helps you to.
See? Sorrel is used for reducing sudden and ongoing pain and swelling, inflammation, and the nasal passages and respiratory tract, for treating bacterial infections. You see that? So at the same time, what is sorrel good for? Sorrel is a leafy green plant that can be used as both herbs and vegetables in certain parts of the Caribbean. Its fruit is used to make beverages. It's rich in antioxidants and nutrients like fiber, vitamin C, and magnesium. It may support heart health and fight cancer, although more research. Of course, they're gonna always say that. They don't want you to understand this. They don't want y'all to understand this right here. What's good with y'all? Y'all come on in. I miss y'all. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie. If I miss a day, listen, I ain't gonna even sit here and lie to y'all. I miss y'all. If I miss one day, I'm missing y'all. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I miss coming before the mind of the people. Y'all know I've been called to do this. I've been chosen to do this. I'm actually challenged to do this. And I have a charge to do this, to come before the mind of the people and speak into their thoughts and speak into their hearing. And so y'all know I'm just doing my assignment. That's all I'm doing. That's it. I ain't doing nothing special. I ain't doing nothing remarkable. As far as I'm concerned, everybody else give me major accolades, and I'm thankful for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing a good job. And I really appreciate all the accolades that other individuals come and say and come and witness, you know what I'm saying, and come and understand and come and comprehend. And so y'all know I'm here on assignment, though. And so I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach, your intellectual content creator. And I'm also your podcast professor. Even when I don't have my lab jacket on, trust me, it's near. It's right sitting back behind my chair right here, my lab jacket. And I'll put that lab jacket on and we'll go deep into the constructs and deep into the understandings of our own minds. And so at the same time, I'm here for no other reason but to do just that. Something was dropped in my spirit, you know, since a word keep coming across the table of my hearing. Y'all know when certain words can repetitively come across the table of your hearing, you gotta pay attention to it. And I believe that right now, at this moment in time, that we're gonna have to be cognitively aware of everything that's happening to us, in us, with us, around us. You know, we're gonna have to be aware of these things, because at the same time, I believe that if multiple people are saying the same thing and they don't even know each other, and then the words are coming across the table of your hearing, then you need to pay attention. You need to be aware. Like, wait a minute, somebody else said this word. Or somebody else done this whole thing. And then now I see it being done again. That's the universe. I believe that's the universe telling you to be aware, to be alert, and understand that it's not all happening just haphazardly. That these words and these situations are coming based on him trying to get a word to you. And so I'm here this morning, and the word that keep repetitively coming across my table is meta. Words with the prefix of meta. See, meta. The word with the prefix of meta. See, it keeps coming. I promise you. Meta is also metabolism. Meta is metamorphosis, metaphor, metaphysics. So this word meta, repetitively, I even see it at the bottom of the platform. I think it's Facebook that has the meta. And so this word meta, M-E-T-A, I haven't done a real true study on it, but you know I pay attention. Words with metaphysical properties, and things of that nature. And so I'm just here this morning to drop a word in your mind called meta. What is this whole meta genesis, meta linguistics, meta galaxy, metallurgy, metamorphic, metaphor, metacarpal, metacarpus, metacenter, metahead, metalize, metalloid, metamark. Listen, man, metaware, metawork, metameres. Like, what is this new word that I just keep coming across? I don't know. And what's the meaning? What's the meaning of meta?
Here's the definition of meta: of a creative work, referring to itself or to the conventions of its genre, self-referential.
Did y'all understand that? I did not understand nothing. She like of a creative work, referring to itself. And the only reason why this word meta just stuck real heavy in my spirit is because of metaphysical. The meaning of metaphysical.
According to PBS, derived from the Greek meta ta physica, referring to an idea, doctrine, or posited reality outside of human sense perception. In modern philosophical terminology, metaphysics refers to the studies of what cannot be reached through objective studies of material reality.
Now we going deeper. Ooh. See? And that's the word that has really came into my across the table. So y'all come on in. We're going to just dive in a little bit. I got to do it. I have to do it. I don't know what's dragging me down these roads and pulling me into these mindsets and concepts. I think I know, but I really don't. And I don't know the real true reason as to why the universe said, open the laptop on October 15th, 2022. He said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. And to this day, I still don't know exactly as to why, but all I'm doing is doing my assignment. And sometimes I believe that when the universe call you to do something, he don't give you every avenue or every street, like every boulevard that you're going to have to go down. He's not going to give you all of the assignment. I believe that the assignment sometimes will actually prevent people from even moving. It'll stagnate your progress if he tells you what to do from start to finish. I think that he wants to see that you're going to move forward in the assignment even without knowing. And you're just going to trust the mindset of him that called you into where you are at this moment. And so I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm not here for no other clout. I ain't here for no other reason behind what I'm supposed to be doing. And so at the same time, I'm here to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, it's referring to an idea, meta is, or a doctrine, or positive reality outside of human sense perceptions. And so it's going to, this word meta stands outside of your human sense perception. Sometimes I don't think that we can even perceive some of the things that has been, warned us. And sometimes I think that you have to stand and just let it be what it is. And so everything that I'm discovering right now in this thing called life, I don't have all the answers to. And this modern philosophical terminology, metaphysics, refers to the study of what cannot be reached through objective studies and or material reality. Meta. And so, yes, that's one of the reasons why I really want to delve into that word, because I noticed that a lot of, watch this, clear quartz.
According to science, how stuff works. Clear quartz, also known as rock crystal, is a stunningly transparent and colorless crystal quartz that has captivated the hearts of many throughout history. Known for its amazing healing properties and ability to amplify positive energy, clear quartz is often referred to as the master healer.
Ooh, has healing properties. And so I'm looking at the formula for clear quartz, which is SiO2. So Si is short for silicone. We get the word silica. And O2 is oxygen. That's the formula. And so at the same time, what I'm seeing that it is also believed to improve mental and physical energy, stamina, and physical strength. Wait a minute. Let's figure this out for one quick second, y'all. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me there's a stone, there's a crystal, if you will, that has the ability on this earth at this moment to give you and to improve your mental and physical energy, stamina, and physical strength just by holding this stone in your hand? And so y'all know, if it's something around this earth or on this earth at this moment that will cause you to have strengthened physical and mental strength, it's something that we need to talk about. And so I'm here this morning as your health conscious coach. The protection. Clear quartz is believed to shield against negativity, attune to your higher self, and relieve pain. And it's often used in meditations to filter. Let's stop that right there. Clear quartz has been shown to enhance and strengthen your aura. Clear quartz is often used to cleanse, open, activate, and align all of the chakras. There you go. That's it. I said, there it is. I say it enhances and strengthens the aura. And we know that in order to have a positive aura, you must have a positive mental attitude towards everything that's coming your way. No matter what's going on in your life, ma'am, it's required of you through the Hourglass Era to strengthen your aura, to make sure that you're being enhanced through the positive mental mindset shift that has to happen in order for it to be catapulted and propelled into a new dimension of thought. And maybe this clear quartz has the ability to do it for you. And so I'm here this morning. I don't really want nothing. I sat down here this Friday morning because I missed yesterday. Because yesterday my spirit was just saying, go to sleep. My body was saying, listen, lay down somewhere. You got up Wednesday morning, you headed out, and you were on live on location. And that little transition, or that little getting up that early in the morning, took a toll on my body. And so yesterday morning, I felt kind of drained. And some days I know I'll come in here and I'll pour out of an empty cup. Y'all know I do it all the time. Sometimes I believe I'm designed that way. I can pour out of an empty cup because there's so much in me that even if I'm empty, I still have a reservoir to speak into the mind of the people. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning filled. I feel full. I got the proper amount of sleep. I got the proper amount of rest. And so my body and my mind and my spirit and my aura is high based on the fact that all three components has to be alkalinic. And we sit here and we talk about the pH in your bodies, the pH in your mind, the pH in your thoughts, the pH in your spirit. It all has to be alkaline. Your spirit, your mind, and your body has to be alkalinic. And so I'm here to tell somebody that he dropped this in my spirit a little while back, and I just want to share it. It said, your mind is more important than your body. And I know a lot of women and a lot of men, we go to the gym, a lot of women, we work out, and they want to go get the Botox, and they want to go get all the BBLs and all these other type of things like this. And it's all well and good. But what are you telling the universe? Is that I don't trust, or I don't like the way you created me, so I'm gonna go and put enhancements in my body in order to do that. That's all well and good, and I'm not gonna knock nobody based on their desire to improve, I guess, or enhance their bodies. But what I am here to tell you, ma'am, is that your mind, is more important than your body. And I know we put a lot of emphasis on our body. I'm even back in the gym now, getting my workout on, getting back thick, getting my stuff back, because y'all know I went through a major process with this sciatic nerve, situation. And it took me down through it, but I feel like I'm coming back up out of it. And so I'm here to be a blessing to the mind of the people. And even in the midst of me going through what I went through, it still was a reservoir of knowledge and wealth and wisdom and understanding in me to come and deliver, even in the midst of being pained. You heard me? I say, even in the midst of being pained, Pained, even in the midst of being pained, I still have power. And so I'm here to deliver. I'm here to set free. I'm here to enhance your aura this morning and tell somebody under the sound of my voice that your mind is more important than your body. I know we put a lot of emphasis, but your mind has to be more important than your body, because how you think, your memory, your thoughts, how you calculate data in your mind has to be more important than your body, because that body will eventually bow down and go back to the dirt from whence it came. But your mind and your spirit. And so he says that tell him that your mind is more important than your body, but your spirit is most important than them both. Ooh-wee. And so we got to stand up in our spirits. We're going to have to erect our spirits all the way up to the correct aura and vibration and frequency by which we have to operate from is our spirit. Our spirit is the real true us, y'all. Did you hear me? I say your spirit is the real true you. It's your spirit. That's the real essence of who you are, is your spirit. And so I'm here this morning to say, enhance your spirit. Enhance your spiritual awakening. Make sure that you're awake, that you are woke in the spirit. Spiritual awakening.
According to Psychology Today, this refers to our connection with other human beings, living beings, and the natural world. In a spiritual awakening, we gain a more intense connection. We feel an intense sense of empathy and an intense sense of compassion for others. This is why awakening is associated with compassion and altruism.
Compassion and altruism. Y'all know that word. I did a whole study. Y'all got to go back in a few sessions and y'all look up altruistic. Being altruistic in your thought process. It just means you want to give and you want to see people do better. And so at the same time, a spiritual awakening is really a coming back to yourself. And I believe that through the pandemic, and I believe that all the things that has been happening to us and around us and through us and centuries before us, through all the things that we've endured, our ancestors has endured to bring us to the point right here. Those traumas and those pains and those past hurts are still in our DNA. They cannot be removed. And so sometimes you feel a certain way and it ain't really you feeling that way. It's because of our ancestors has tugged on us and gave us through our DNA, which is nothing but data. It's information. Your DNA is data. If you put your DNA on a sheet and attach a number to it, you'll see that your DNA writes a script or give you a word or give you a sentence of what it has happened in the past. Your DNA will tell you that. And so at the same time, I understand that our DNAs is just data, it's information that cannot be undone because our data it is what it is. And so when you have a spiritual awakening, it's really a coming back to yourself. And it's awareness of a new reality and you who you truly are. And I'm here to tell somebody, come up out of the old. Ooh-wee. I say, I'm here to tell you, step up out the old. And what I see in my spirit right now is to tell you to unzip it from up under your neck and come all the way up out and take your arms up out of the old and let it fall down around your waist. And then let it come all the way down around your over your hips and by your thighs and come on down past your knees. And then make sure that you step up, clean up out of the oldness of it all. And then welcome. Maybe I'm here to welcome you into your newness. Welcome into the new portion of who you are through this spiritual awakening. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody it's an awareness of a new reality. That your newness is a new reality of it all. A new awakening. A new metaphor. A new comfort. It's a new body. It's a new mindset. And you will feel called to uncover the true meaning and purpose of life. Did you hear me? I say you will feel called. That's a difference. Many are called and few are chosen, right? But it says you will feel called to uncover the true meaning and purpose of life. And once you start, there's no real going back. You start questioning reality, the government, consumerism, and people's intentions when you have this spiritual awakening. And so I'm here this morning to lead and guide you as you become awakened spiritually. And maybe I'm here as your guide. And maybe I'm here, you know what I'm saying, to tell you that in order to have a spiritual awakening, there must be signs and symptoms of this spiritual awakening. That you feel detached in the beginning, and spiritual awakening process feels overwhelming and confusing. But when you start to reevaluate your beliefs, and when you start to reevaluate what's around you, your eyes become open and you're able to see. And I believe that sometimes you even have to close your natural eye in order for you to see out that third eye, your spiritual eye. In order for you to see clearer, ma'am, sir, in order for you to see clearer, your third eye has to be open and aligned and balanced and harmonious. Your third eye has to be open. And so when you start having these dreams, and your dreams become vivid, real vivid in your understanding, and you have deja vus, I believe all these are connected to this spiritual awakening that's happening. And it's going to happen. And I believe that through this alignment of all the stars and the moons and the suns and all these different things that is coming into alignment, I believe that it's a shift that's going to start to happen even in relationships. The people that started out with you, ma'am, sir, the individuals that started out with you, bruh, sis, the other people that started out with you in these relationships, they say they're going to start falling off by the wayside because they can't take the altitude by which the universe is calling you to. And you know that there's different birds in the atmosphere. We got buzzards, we have pigeons that operate in flocks. I see them all the time. All I have to do is sit back and watch you, sir. Hey, ma'am, all I got to do is sit back and observe you, how you move. If you move, because you got to move around a whole bunch of people and you need a whole bunch of networking people connecting but you know, that you might have that pigeon mentality. You might just have a pigeon mentality because I ain't never seen a pigeon flock alone. It's always a lot of them around on the Empire State Building. And that building in Miami, downtown courthouse, is always a lot of pigeons around. And then we have buzzards and we have chickens and we have turkeys. They fly. They fly. They just can't fly far and they can't get up too high. They fly though. A turkey can fly on the other side of the pond, and just like I can see a chicken flying up on the other side of the stream. Yeah, they can fly. They just don't fly far. And the altitude by which they get up, they can't go high. And so if you're an eagle, like what I consider myself to be, an eagle, we normally fly alone. Eagles normally fly high above the storms of life. You can sit down and you can look down and you can see the storm all underneath you based on the fact that you are an eagle and your wings are strong enough to sustain the altitude by which the universe has called you. I know I ain't the only one in this earth that's an eagle. I ain't the only one on this earth that I feel as though it's a one-man wrecking crew. I just feel like I fly better alone. It's okay. I'm not lonely. I'm just alone. Like the eagle is not lonely. He's doing what he's supposed and it was designed to do, was fly above the altitude, fly high above all of the things that will hinder, stagnate, or prevent him becoming the version of himself that he should become. And so I'm here to tell somebody that your mind is more important than your body, but your spirit is most important than them both. We got to have this spirit that when we walk with a certain level of authority because you know who you are and whose you are. And you don't have to walk and be boastful about who you are. You can quiet your spirit down and just understand the power that lies from within. I say there's a certain power that lies from within your spirit, ma'am. That you're going to have to operate from your spirit, come into your bravery, come into the honesty by which you know you have to be, walking in honesty and walking in discipline and walking in courage and walking in compassion, making sure that you're gaining more, but you're going to lose some in the process. Did you hear me? I say you're going to gain more. You might gain more understanding, more comprehension, and more positive aura. You might gain more, but you're going to lose some. You might lose some people. You might lose some relationships. You might lose some folk around you that just been hanging on you and dragging you down like a leech. As soon as you shake it off and become the person by which through your spiritual awakening will help you become, you'll start to realize that those people wasn't there with good intentions, that they were there to hinder, stagnate, and prevent you from becoming all that you can become. And so I'm here this morning to tell you that you got to become, a spirituality is becoming more important to you. And your intuition, your third eye, that chakra that's connected to your intuitions, your third eye will become open and receptive, if you will, of all the things that you need to know in order to bring you into your spiritual awakening journey. There's a journey, it's an odyssey. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning. Before I even continue to go any further, y'all know I gotta clean up. Y'all know I gotta say my spiel here for the Hourglass. And I'm here this morning to tell somebody in the sound of my voice, welcome. Did you hear me? I say welcome. Welcome to the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. Even though I'm here this Friday because I missed the day, just know it's Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I am here on assignment. And I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. And I'm on assignment. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the pathways of, and the interwoven pathways of the mind. Did you hear me? I say, allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me, I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understandings. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concepts, and its center represents neutrality, a balance, a pivotal metaphor for our journey. Just as the pH, the small p, capital H, the power of hydrogen that transitioned from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance, being disconnected, and to harmony, being connected and harmonious concepts in the earth. It's about transversing the realms of the 7 chakras, unlocking the spiritual experiences, and aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. Because there's a greater aspect. If there's a lesser aspect, ma'am, there has to be a greater aspect of life. And I said each session here unravels the unexplored and conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. Did you hear me? There's a vast expansion that's going to happen through your spiritual awakening, ma'am. Sir, that vast expansion that happens through your spiritual awakening, embrace it. Don't be scared of it. Put your bravery on. Make sure that you're compassionate towards yourself, that you don't understand all, and that the spiritual awakening will enlighten you, encourage you, give you the power and the vigor and vitality to promote understandings from a holistic perspective. So come, tune in, and let us embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Welcome to the Hourglass Era. Welcome. You're more than welcome to be ushered into your positive mental attitude. When you usher in a positive mental attitude, ma'am, I say when you usher into a positive mental attitude, when you have.
According to Wikipedia, positive mental attitude is the philosophy of finding greater joy in small joys, to live without hesitation or holding back our most cherished, held in high esteem, and highest personal virtues and values.
Ooh-wee. And so when you operate, when you finally accept, when you finally acknowledge this positive mental attitude, when you understand that it's a philosophy of finding greater joy. Did you hear me? I say when you understand it's a philosophy of finding greater joy in small joys, you find greater joy in small joys. And when you understand that to live without hesitation, that you can live your life without hesitation, ma'am. Sir, live your life without any hesitations. Stop with the procrastination part of it. Make sure you live on it, in it, through it. You might as well. You only have one life. You only have one life to live. So you might as well live it through the joy of smiling, finding joy in smaller joys, to live without hesitation and holding back our most cherished. And when you cherish something, ain't no reason to hold it back. There's no reason to stagnate the process or the progress. Make sure that it's held in high esteem, and the highest personal virtues and values that you have to offer this world can be exemplified through a positive mental attitude. Did you hear me? I say through a positive mental attitude, you have the ability to operate from your highest personal virtues and values in the earth. And so you're here, I'm here, they know I'm coming, you know I'm coming. We all know we gonna be here. Ooh, that's Cat Williams, ain't it? They know I'm coming, I know I'm coming, and we all know we gonna be here together. Because they know I'm coming, and I know I'm coming. And they all know we all gonna be in the same room. So it's a beautiful space to know that your mind is more important than your body, but your spirit is most important than them both. That your spiritual journey and your spiritual awakening that's happening right here, right now in the earth is relevant. It's prevalent. It's where you need to be, man. It's where you need to be, sir. It's right here on your assignment, doing your thing, talking your talk, walking your walk, putting shoe leather on the things that you got to say. Put shoe leather on it. You might as well. And walk this thing out called life. Did you hear me? I said, you might as well put it on. You might as well go ahead on and establish it, y'all. Ain't no reason not to establish it. Ain't no reason not to establish it. There's no reason not to. You might as well go ahead on and do it. There's no reason not to. And so it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to use what you have. And if he's giving you a voice, because I asked him, what are you really trying to accomplish out of my life? Like, what is it that you want from me? What do you have a desire for me to do while I'm here in this allotted time on this earth. You're going to eventually have to look in the mirror, sir. Hey, ma'am, you're going to eventually have to look in the mirror. And I did a session called Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall. What do you say? When I look in you, what are you saying to me when I look in you? I'm talking about the mirror. I said, what is the mirror saying to you when you look in it? You're going to have to ask yourself, what are you saying to me? Sometime you might have to just look in the mirror, fresh out the shower, butt, booty, ass naked. Come naked before him. There's no reason not to, ma'am. He know all. He's omnipresent. He's everywhere at the same time, sir. Ain't no reason to try to hide. You can't hide from him because he is in you and you are in him. And so when you look in the mirror, you should see a reflection of something. Ooh-wee. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Sometime he'll require you to be just the way you came into this earth, as a baby before him. I say it might require that you just come out and be passing by the mirror. It ain't even in your mind to look, and he'll say, stop. And what do you see when you look in this mirror? What do you see? Who are you when you look in the mirror? Stop worrying about who everybody else is and always got, something to say about who somebody else is. What is the mirror saying to you, sir? Hey, ma'am, what does the mirror say to you? Is the personal proposition? That's what you need to be answering, sir. Don't worry about me. Don't look at my stuff and be looking at me, because that's not going to get you in. He's going to want to know, what did you see when you looked in the mirror? Ooh-wee. What was it that you saw in yourself? Did you see victory? Or did you see a failure? I say, did you see a person being triumphant? Or do you see a stumbling block? That you are your own stumbling block. When you look in the mirror, you can see a stumbling block in you. So I'm here this morning to tell you to open your eyes. Close your physical eye, but open the eyes of your spirit. I believe it's more than one, man. I know that they talk about one singular eye in the spiritual awakening of your third eye. I understand that. But I'm also seeing in my spirit right now that there's multiple ears in the atmosphere. Ooh-wee. So that makes us have to be more careful and more intentional about what we say. We can't say everything there is to say. I believe that even if you feel it, you better not say it out your mouth, because there's power of life and death in the tongue of speaking. And when you've spoken it, you've told billions of cells in your body that what you just said. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody, can come before can't. Did you hear me? I say the word can come before can't. Apostrophe T. Can comes before that. And so we're going to stand on the top side of the hourglass and say we can do all things. We can. Ooh-wee. And so we're going to stand on the positive side of the hourglass and say it's a pro. It's the light side. Darkness got to be at the bottom. Light has to be at the top. Just like victory got to be at the bottom, failures have to be victory has to be at the top. Failures have to be at the bottom. Yeah. Just like blessings have to be at the top, blocking got to be at the bottom. This lady told me, she say, I tell people, I tell my Lord to block or bless. I'm like, oh Lord, why would you tell me to do something the bottom side of the hourglass first? Now I say flip that and make sure you put the positive side of thought, just like mind over matter. Remember that mind, M-I-N-D, the slide over matter. I see that the other day, mind over matter. That's a perfect slogan because you got to make sure that your mind is correct. And your mind is more important than your body. Did you hear me? I say your mind is more important than your body, but your spirit is most important than them both. It's your spirit, man. And so I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., as your thought-provoking specialist, as your health-conscious coach, as your intellectual content creator, as your podcast professor to tell you, bring your vibrations up through your spiritual awakening. When your spiritual awakening happens, make sure that you bring your aura all the way up. You got to build aura in the atmosphere. That way, the atmosphere. I think you when you start to build that positive mental attitude aura into the atmosphere, it has no other choice. But the atmosphere has no other choice but to actually yield. It has nothing. It has no power to do anything more than to yield whatever you till the most. And so we're going to till positivity. We're going to till the light. We're going to till successes over our struggles. We're going to till dreams over our doubts. We're going to till our wins over our losses. I say we're going to till the things that will enhance our positive aura and causes our spiritual awakening to manifest. For us to self-actualize and become the best version of ourselves that we can become. We got to move forward. We're going to have to move onward. Some of us might have to move inward because our stumbling block is within yourself, in your own mind. You done made yourself become the stumbling block. Look in the mirror and come to grips what it is that you're going to have to untangle and unravel within yourself in order for you to bring yourself to the higher vibrational aspect of who you are in the earth. So I'm here this morning for no other reason than to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, your mind is more important than your body, but your spirit is most important than them both. And we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to move. We're going to have to see it. We're going to have to understand it. We're going to have to become it. We're going to have to create it. We're going to have to innovate it. We're going to have to internalize it. All these words just come in my spirit when I sit behind this desk and speak into the mind of the people. I don't know what happens to me, and I ain't trying to figure it out. All I know is I'm on assignment, and all I know is I'm here, and I ain't going nowhere. And I'll wave my hands in the air like I just don't care, because I really don't anymore. Half my life is already over. And I'm so thankful that I made it to this point. As I gain more by losing some, it's okay. If I can gain more knowledge, gain more wisdom, gain more understanding, gain more comprehension, gain more advancement, gain more, I need to go further. And as I gain more, and as I lose some, I lose people. On this journey, sir, you're going to lose folk. Hey, ma'am, on this journey, You're going to lose people. Everybody can't go to the altitude by which he's calling you. Did you hear me? I say everybody cannot go to the altitude by which he's called you. He's called you to come up higher, strengthen your wings, flap stronger, flap wiser, flap intentionally. Be intentional about your flaps. Be intentional about your flap. Make sure you get to the altitude by which he desired you to be. It's going to be some discomfort there initially. Because especially if you're the type of person that want people around you, I don't think the discomfort ever happened for me because I've always been an only child. I've always been an only child. And so I believe that it comes natural for me to rock out solo dolo. I'm a solo dolo artist. That's what I do. I do it better solo dolo. Anything I'm finna go do, I'll do it by myself because I ain't finna tell on myself. You do it around a group of people, somebody gonna snitch. Somebody gonna say something. When they come for you, when they come for y'all, somebody gonna be done said something. And so when you do it from a solo artist, then you know it's being done. You ain't gonna tell on yourself. And so you gotta be brave out here in these streets. You're gonna have to be honest with yourself. If you need folk around you, then make sure your spirit of discernment is on, sir. Make sure that your spirit of discernment is there. And I don't even think sometimes that spirit of discernment will fail you sometime too, because you don't think that person gonna say what they say to them people when they get there. You don't think that. But I can tell you this morning, yeah, make sure if you gotta have a flock of pigeons around you, or a flock of turkeys, or a flock of chickens, that means that's who you are. I just believe I'm an eagle. I believe that I have no other ability but to soar. Soar above the problems of this thing called life. Bring your altitude all the way up. So when you stand on Judgment Day, you can say, I did it. I'm 100% accountable for my actions. I can be 100% accountable for my actions. I ain't have a whole bunch of people around me who I can say like, It's almost like football when it's more people than you on the field. But that's a difference between boxing. On the football field, you can say, oh, you missed your man, or you missed your play, or you made me miss the ball because you jumped up before I did, and you talking to your teammate because you got other people all around you. So you can kind of like, you know what I'm saying, blend on in and be, but in that ring of life, when you boxing, it's only you versus the opponent. You can't blame nobody else. You can't blame nobody else when you're in there boxing and it's just you versus that opponent. You're gonna have to blame self. You got to go inward psychologically in order to become the victor. Because sometimes in that fight, you got to fight against yourself in your mental capacity. Even if you got a few blows that then hit you and knocked you down, you still need to get up in this thing called life and finish the fight. Ooh-wee. I say, get up from the knockdown, man. Hey, rise up from the knockdown, sir. Hey, bro, get up off the canvas of life. Sir, if you don't get yourself up off that canvas of life and stand flat-footed on your feet, even as a defeated foe at the moment, you can still stand in your defeat Ain't no reason to lay there. Ooh-wee, who am I talking to this morning? I say there's no reason to wallow in your defeat, sir. Stand all the way up and become the man that you've been designed to become. Even in the midst of these knockdowns in this thing called life, you can still stand, bloody, beat up, and battered, but you're still standing. That's a significant mindset in the earth. Then you land on the canvas of life, beat up, battered, bruised, and scorned. So I'm telling you to stand all the way up. Ooh-wee. That makes a difference in the outcome if you're standing. So we're here in the hourglass, mindful of the pH in our bodies. Small p, capital H, the power of hydrogen. And all three components of your body, sir. All three components of who you are, ma'am. All three components, bruh, sis. All three components has to be alkalinic. Your spirit, your mind, and your body. In that order. Your spirit, your mind, and your body has to be alkalinic. And so I'm here. I can feel my time winding up. I can feel it. It's coming on about that hour right now. And I'm here to tell somebody, stand in the midst of it all. Stand. Erect yourself. You can stand with your back straight up and your palms out. Stand with your chin up and your chest poked out. No matter what the blows of life has given you, no matter how many blows that you've taken over this thing called life. Y'all know I done had a lot of blows, not only thrown at me, but actually landed and hit me. I say I done ducked and bobbed and weaved a lot of blows, but there's been, I believe that, I don't know, it could be half and half, but I'm still victorious. I still have the victory based on the fact of my mindset. I walk in victory. I am victory. Say that for yourself. I am victory. Ooh-wee. You better say this one for yourself. I am victory. Ooh, that's a whole energy cord in the earth. Victory is an energy cord in the earth that you can tap into, being victorious. I am victory. I am victorious. I am triumphant in the earth. So you got to say these things for yourself and become it and create it and understand it and accept it and acknowledge it. Ooh-wee. So I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And I'm here to tell you that your mind is more important than your body. And that your spirit is most important than them both. It's all about your spirit, man. Sir, it's all about your spirit. Keep on grinding and keep on gaining. Because in this process, you're going to gain more, but you're going to lose some along the way. And so I'm here. I'm here. I'm gone. I'm brave. I'm honest. I'm disciplined. I'm courage. I'm compassion. I am right over wrong. Right has to be the top side of the hourglass. Wrong has to be the bottom. And so I stand in right. I stand in the light. I stand in the pro. Con has to be at the bottom. Pro has to be at the top. I stand in pro. And so I stand in with. With it has to be at the top. Against it got to be at the bottom. So I stand in with for you as we navigate through this thing called life. We're going to navigate together through this thing called life, y'all. I'm here to help you give birth to your spiritual awakening. And as you awaken and as you transcend and as you become the best version of yourself that you can become, I'm here just to assist you. I'm here to guide, lead if need be. I'm here to orchestrate and order your steps into the right direction of the positive mental capacity by which you're going to have to tap into in order to build the aura in the atmosphere that will give you back that same thing that you planted. Whatever you sow, sir, in this atmosphere, you shall reap. So I'm here to tell you, sow goodness in the earth, sow goodness, so that way goodness will be sown or reaped back unto you. I'm gone. I'm out of here, y'all. I can feel my time done wound up. You heard it said? It wound up. Yeah, I can feel it. It's gone. I'm gone. I'm gone, y'all. I'll definitely see y'all again. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all again next week. Be safe this weekend. Hotep, hotep, hotep. Konnichiwa. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam should be the answer, right? Nang ho. Bonjour. Guten Tag. Salve sayo. Konnichiwa. Hola, hola. Namaste. Namaste. Hey, y'all, y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all again next week.